The fashion industry, unfortunately, is not the most sustainable and is a fairly large contributor to global warming. But what we don't want is people feeling doom and gloom. You know, this festival is about actually a message of hope. It's about getting people to think a little bit about what they're wearing, where it comes from, and also empowering them with little changes that they can make at home that actually, if everybody does that, we can all actually make quite a substantial difference. Honestly, it's totally changed my mindset. I try really hard not to buy new now. I think that's one of the things that has really stuck with me. And if you do buy new, because you know, not everything you might want secondhand, things like looking at organic cotton actually makes quite a substantial difference in the impact it has on the planet. And keeping items for as long as possible, you know, really looking after them. It's really trying to combat that sort of fast fashion, disposable clothing.
I chose to use textiles and fabrics and fiber like jute material and cheesecloth and cotton. These are naturally sourced fibers that I had sourced ethically from around the world. And I also used natural dyes because being that this work is placed within a garden, it makes sense to ensure that they are safe and non-toxic to the biodiversity within the gardenscape. So a lot of my materials are natural, plant-based, and biodegradable. How am I walking the walk, not just talking the talk? I want to be able to contribute to it in some meaningful way. And I know that many artists may not have this as an underpinning issue in their work, but for me it's really important because I want my work to have to be responsible toward the environment. I want to think about its carbon footprint as I kind of work through things, and I don't want my work to be creating more toxicity or harm. The art academies and institutions are are sometimes, negligent in thinking through these things. They're not thinking how are our actions, what are we doing to mitigate the amount of waste we're producing, or the amount of toxicity we're enabling within the environment, and what can we do in our practices in the ways in which we produce that would help to procure less harm on the environment.